After you get everything cut off, you can take a metal file or a grinder wheel and just take to the edges right here to kind of file that down. Alright, when you get these off, leave a little slack on your wires. Just go ahead and snip that right there.
about to cut this thing where the seats go and stuff. And we are about to cut it. So we're all ready, and I have these pliers. So I'm gonna hold on with them so the thing doesn't fall on the floor. But that's not one thing, but I'm just telling you. So you see that my dad's putting the bolt on between that thing. He's just testing it out, and then he's going to measure, and he's gonna cut it first. So he just bolted it on, so he's gonna take it to the store and then get these springs, like these springs right here, and then they're gonna get welded down. So that's all for today. Now, do you want to say anything?
Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and mark out where the subframe needs to be cut. This is just a seat I got off eBay. You get, in the kit, you get the seat, you get the springs, and you get this bracket right here. See if I can get that right there. I just take the bracket and bolt it right here to my tank bolt. Pull that tank bolt out and stick the bracket underneath. And then back here, what we'll do is weld some studs on, and they'll sit just like that. These springs will sit down on it. So I'm going to go ahead and mark it with some masking tape right in there somewhere, and that way I'll know where to cut this subframe off at. Alright, I've marked this side and the other side with masking tape. I'm just going to take the Sawzall, make a cut right down here.
And a cut right there. And a cut right there. So.
And a cut right down here.
So we're just gonna do it right here, but not on the tape, because when we cut it there, the tape is gonna just stick there for a long time, and I think we're probably not gonna be able to get it off.
Okay, if you're going to be lowering your bike, next step is going to be to remove this monoshock right here. There's a bolt right here that holds it on, and then one right here. There's the nut on that side. You have to go to the other side, take this bracket off right here, and it should be a Allen head bolt back in there that you have to take out. Alright, I'm just going to let the bike down slowly so I can get this shock out of here. Actually, fill up. You got it? This is the solid strut that's going to go in there. You can make these yourself, or you can buy them online. This is my new tag bracket and tail light I got from TC Bros on eBay. You just want to take your axle nut off. That slides right on there. And then tighten your axle nut down. Alright, once you get your tag bracket on there with your tail light, whatever you're going to use, you need to go through your wires and figure out what you need. The one wire with the green and blue, you don't need that. That's for turn signals, unless you're going to hook turn signals up. There's a yellow and green, or orange and green. That's also for turn signals, I believe. And then you got a brown and green. I think that's for your tag light. You really don't need that because this has a tag light in it right here. You want to find the thickest bundle with 3 wires in it, basically. The green with the little dot on it, that's going to be your ground. The brown is going to be for your tag light, and the green with the yellow stripe, that's going to be for your brake lights. If you get one of these like I have, you're going to hook your own ground up to the back of it. So that ground is going to go to the green with the red dot, just like that. Your brown is going to go to the black wire for your tag light, and this green with the yellow stripe is going to go to the other green for your brake light. And I'll show you once I get it all hooked up what it looks like. I like to take this bundle of wires right here and just tape them up real good, because now that you don't have a fender here to protect any water from getting up in there, you just want to tape it up and try to keep it as dry as possible. Then what you can do with these extra wires, just kind of fold them up. That's if you're not going to put blinkers back on it. Just kind of fold them up like that. Put a zip tie on them, and then I'll tuck them underneath here. That way, if you ever want to put zip ties or put blinkers back on it, you can do in the future. Alright, you can see down in here where I tucked the wires, and then I ran the single wire that I needed right along the bottom of this, straight back. and then just kind of hide them back there. That's all you got to do. Next thing I'm going to do is take the passenger foot pegs off, take the front blinkers off here, tuck these wires back inside, and then take the stock air box off and jet the carburetor. These are just held on by one bolt right here. Take that off and that'll pop right off of there. Just leave a little slack on your blinker there in case you ever want to remount it. And snip it. And what I do with these wires is strip them back, put a piece of tape over them. That way they don't ever touch metal or anything like that, and then just tuck them back in here. Alright, once you get those two bolts out that are back in here, there's a clamp. Well, it's not even on there that tight. Looks like it's just going to slide right off. Yep. You may need to take your tank off to get to the clamp. Here's the one clamp right there that holds it on the carburetor, and then there's another clamp here that holds it on the air box. I'm going to go ahead and take the tank off to give a little better access to the carburetor. First, you want to make sure your petcock here is off. There's a little screw in the middle of it. Hold that, hold it with your hands like that, and you just loosen that screw up, and it'll come off just like that. Set that aside, and then go ahead and take this off also. Your hose is behind there for your gas tank.
Dad, did you say tic-tac-tear? Did you say tic-tac-tear? I heard you say that.
This hose right here is the one you want to take off. That's the one that goes to your tank. Stick a rag or something underneath of it. Might be a little bit of fuel in it. Alright, once that's all done, just grab the tank, kind of slide it back, and it'll come right up. While you're on this side of the bike, go ahead and take your choke cable loose and your idle adjustment cable. That way when you pull your carburetor out, this stuff will just slide right on out. If you're doing away with the stock airbox, you can go ahead and take this bracket off and just throw it away.